All right. Are we ready to roll? Yeah. A little bit late, but that's okay. Listen, normally a GM comes in the office when he feels like it because he is the GM. Listen, this is gonna be fun. We're gonna do this all the way until draft day. Well, I mean the weekend a little bit late, but that's okay. Listen, hold on a second. We got a little weird feedback here. Hold on a second. Okay. Mm-hmm. Anyway, what we're gonna do is all the way until draft day, probably. And you know what? I believe there's a Friday before the draft day, so somebody will be in the hot seat. You know how dramatic that will be because we'll only be doing the draft on that particular day. Just give me I don't want to throw you too much because I was just going to give you an idea of what's going to be happening here. But each and every week between now and free agency, of course, and draft day, everybody that goes in before that, or whoever's in the hot seat before that, will do their free agent selections. It's going to help the team. And they will also pick out their draft picks. And they will also explain why they picked this individual and why this person is going to help us excel to the next level. Because we got a great coach. And you guys know yourself. You've heard everybody say things like, guys, they got no talent. Kyle Shanahan can't help you. Belichick and nobody else can help you. I say, see, you people don't understand. We got lots of money. We're the top of the draft. If you don't think this roster is going to change next year, just keep on hating. And for those rival fans that keep on coming at me each and every day on social media saying we will suck the entire next 5 years, ooh, this show is dedicated to you. Hey, Stevie. What's up, Stevie?
How y'all doing, man? What's good, man?
You, man. Now, Stevie debuts. He is the first junior GM we got. Now, what we're going to do is Stevie's going to run down his free agent picks. He's going to run down his draft picks. You can question anything you want. I can see you right here on the chat. I will relay the question to Stevie. He will act accordingly. Why? He's the GM. GMs have to answer these kind of questions. Stevie, and with that said, oh, by the way, you can vote starting now. If you like Stevie right off the top, just because of the way he's dressed or anything else, give him the thumbs up. If at any time that you are bothered with Stevie, any of his selections, anything like, we got the thumbs down too. And ask a question, Stevie will straighten you out on it or make you hate it worse. I don't know, but we'll see. Stevie, it's all yours, bro. Start the presentation, man. Starting with your free agent picks.
All right, man. What's up? What's up, Niners fans? All right, look. So now since we got Kyle Shanahan, you know we're gonna go to the two-back system.
Yeah.
So first off, we need a fullback. We don't have Bruce Miller no more. So two fullbacks I think in free agency that would be good is the fullback for the Falcons right now, who's he's gonna be a free agent coming up. Patrick DeMarco. Then you have Marcel Reese, who plays for the Seahawks right now.
All right.
So that right there just solves a lot of questions right there. And they both catch the ball well at the backfield. So that's that situation with the fullback. That's one free agent we need to pick up. Then we need D tackle. We definitely need D tackle.
Yes.
Now, Kawan Short plays for the Panthers. Now it's gonna be. I'm not sure how hard it is going to be to get him because I don't know if the Panthers going to really pay that money for him. They didn't do it for Josh Norman, so I'm not sure if they're going to do it for him.
Ooh.
But if they don't, we got the money.
Ooh.
So that's no problem. Then also Brandon Williams had the one we've been always talking about, him and Don Terry Poe. So those are just two main ones we all know about. So, but Kawan Short is the real deal, though. If we could get him, that's great.
Steve, let me hold you right there. I got a question for you, and keep your place right there. But Go Hard has the question of what you're gonna do with the cap. Let's see. Go Hard. What's that? What are you gonna do with Cap? Sit if he wants to stay. Sit if he wants to. Go Hard.
Talking about Kaepernick?
Yeah, call him Kaepernick. Go Hard. Clarify that question a little better for me. It says here, Davey baby, what are you gonna do with Cap? Sit if he wants to stay. That question is kind of strange. Clarify that for me. All right, Stevie, go ahead.
Well, if Cap's stance, I understand it, but it's low key a distraction still. I don't care what anybody says, it's still a distraction. He played decent under Chip Kelly, but it's time to move on. That's all it is. It's time to move on. We don't need Cap no more. That's it. It's jump for it. I love Cap. I love everything about Cap, but it's just time to move on. We on a new regime now, so it's time to go. That's it. That's all I gotta say on that one. It's just time to go.
Go on. You need not ask that question any differently. That pretty much probably covers anything you were going to ask anyway. Go ahead, Stevie.
All right, so now we definitely need a pass rusher. Like, it don't even make sense how bad we need it. So the three main people I have is Nick Perry, Melvin Ingram, and John Simon. Now, Nick Perry, he had 11 sacks for Green Bay. Now, it may be kind of hard to swing them our way because, Green Bay is a winning organization, but money talks. So money, that's not no problem. John Simon, he's a dark horse low key because preseason, he's the guy that made, I think, the strip tackle against Carlos Hyde.
Yeah.
And he took it off the crib. That's him. And he's been decent this year. He's been a good run stopper. His numbers weren't explosive, but it's better than what we have now. Just so we can have a good starter in place, then we could develop somebody else later in the draft if we tend to do so. Then also Melvin Ingram, everybody's favorite right now, who we should get, which I hope we do.
Yeah.
We have enough money, we can sign him to a 5-year, $40 million deal, and that he's 26 years old, so that's perfect. So by the time his contract ends, he's 30, and then we on to the next. If he declines a little bit, but hopefully he won't if we do get him. So that's that situation.
Stevie, another question here says,
Yes, sir.
and this is from the real one. He wants to know, should we draft an inside linebacker or dip into free agency?
No. Definitely draft one. That's what I'm getting to later.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah,
real one, he's getting to that in just a minute, man. You hold tight.
Definitely. All right, so now our cornerback situation. Jimmy Ward, he played okay. It wasn't like how everybody else said, like how he did. Because I have personal inside information because I know somebody personal on the team that tells me what's going on, but I can't say the name because I want, that's that. But at the same time, he should move back to safety. By him moving back to safety, and we got to cut Tremaine Brock, he has to go. Gotta go. I was tired of him throughout this whole season. He has to go. It's two main corners that I like. Now, it's Tremaine Johnson from the Rams, and then you have Stephon Gilmore from the Bills. Both are Pro Bowlers. Both are lockdown corners. Now, Stephon Gilmore, people don't really talk about him that much, but he was locked down this year. He did pretty good this year. He made it to the Pro Bowl. So that clarifies it right there. Now, everybody wants to talk about A.J. Boise, the one from Houston. I highly doubt Houston's going to let him go after the year he had. So I highly doubt that. So it's going to be hard, but I highly doubt they're going to let him go. And then, obviously, we need receivers. Alshon Jeffrey, Terrell Pryor, and also Kendall Wright. Kendall Wright is the one I like because he's a former first-round pick from the Tennessee Titans. He's like 6'3". He's a good red zone target. He just fell off this year because for some reason I don't know what's going on over there in Tennessee, but he says it's time for him to move on. So he's not bad. He's not a bad receiver at all. He had 1,000-yard season, I think, once or twice already. So that tells you right there how good he is. Everybody knows about Alshon Jeffrey. Everybody, I don't need to explain too much about that. We all have our opinions on that. And Terrell Pryor, he could be a Mohamed Sanu for how Kyle Shanahan's using him. Both play quarterback. Both can catch the ball very well. Both, Sanu didn't have 1,000-yard season this year, but their play is similar. So that's one thing, and we do need another guard because Zane Beatles, he did good. He's very versatile, but we can move him to the backup role, and then we could get somebody like T.J. Lang from the Green Bay Packers or Kevin Zettler from the Bengals, and they both graded out 89.1 in Pro Football Focus at guard. So that put him at left guard next to Joe Staley. Then you got Joshua Garnett at right guard. Then you got Trent Brown. Then you got Kevin. I said Kevin, but then you have Daniel Kilgore at center, along with Zane Beatles, just so we could get Marcus Martin out of there.
Yeah, please.
And that situation.
Stevie, got another question, Stevie. It seems here Chris Johns wants to know, should we trade for Jimmy G and pick up a quarterback in the late picks? That's an optional question, I guess.
I'm not giving up a first and a fourth for him, though. I'll give a second and probably a fourth, probably a second and a fourth, but definitely or a second from this year, probably a third for next year. But he's not worth the first and the fourth. He only has, 2-3 games on tape?
Yeah. 2. Because he got hurt, right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, 2. But what if he ends up like Brock Osweiler?
I know, see.
Wasting money, wasted draft.
Well, that's a scary thing, isn't it? I can't imagine what Belichick is thinking trying to get a first-round pick. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, all right, go ahead.
Yeah. But I think he's just doing that on purpose just to see what floats around. I think he might give him away for a second round.
Yeah.
If he give him away for a second round, good. But I'm scared the Browns might get him because the Browns have enough picks to where They could give up their 12th pick in the first round and their 4th-round pick instead of
And I
a
think
whole
that's what
bunch
they're
of
going to
picks
do
left.
too. Well, Stevie, one other question. West Coast 57257. The question is, you don't like AJ Boy?
No, I like him, but it's hard. We can't get. It's gonna be hard for us to get him.
Ah, okay.
Like, look at the year. Why would they let him go? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, had a too good a year.
That's like us let go of. Let me see. Well, we almost did let go of Joe Staley. Rumors, but, that's like us letting Navarre Bowman go. That's the type of year he had.
Yeah.
He was like the number 2 ranked corner in PFF sports ranking.
Yeah.
PFF rankings. So it's
yeah.
It's hard to come by a lockdown corner nowadays. So it's hard. You're not gonna let them go like that.
Another question here still also says, YMSA says, what happens if your defense goes back to a 4-3? In that scenario, I think Jonathan Allen is a must fit for us for the 4-3. Guys, hold on. You know what? Hold the draft questions. Let's go with free agency right now. Stevie's running down through his free agents. So
yeah, I'm almost done. I'm on the quarterbacks now, and that's it. I'm just picking my quarterback. So of course I want Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
But not for no double first round picks. If they franchise tag him, he could go somewhere. It's not that serious to me. If for 2 first rounds, no. But if we could give him up for maybe a second round and a second round of next year, I'll be fine with that. But not no 2 first rounds. But if he's free, hey, we get him. If not, I have Mike Glennon. He was a former I forgot. I think he was a first round or second round pick for the Bucks. Right. He was doing good as a starter. He did good as a starter. But they had Jameis Winston, so he took the backseat role. But he's still good. He's still capable. He could service us for this year because next year's draft class is ridiculous. Like the quarterbacks are they're good. Everybody's good almost. It's like I can name 8 quarterbacks that's good for next year's draft class that could start for us. So get somebody that could get us through this year if we can't get a good franchise quarterback in free agency or a trade.
Because and we got that Heisman. Yeah, wait a minute. Are they eligible to declare in their sophomore year? The Heisman?
No. LJ, I know LJ. LJ's trainer is my godfather.
Whoa!
We're from the same place.
There you go.
Like me, him, Rashard, Patrick Peterson, all us from the same place.
I love it. Here's one more question, Stevie. It says here, do you think Lynch is going to spend most of the cap money during this free agency period? Can you see that? How many players can you grab for that much money?
Well, if the cards played right, we could get 6 if the cards are played right. Yeah.
3 offense, 3 defense.
Almost, yeah. No, probably more than that on defense. More on defense because we need, because we could, like I said, we could go defense in the we could go 1 or 2 pieces of defense in the draft, and then the rest on offense. Because our offense, we need help.
Badly.
We need help.
Badly. Yeah.
So you got to get them veterans on defense to get our defense back right, and we could always build up our offense. Same time, we need a quarterback though. That's one thing we need right now. We could get Brian Hoyer because he's used to Kyle Shanahan's system, just to service us for a year. He didn't do bad really this year for the Bears. He was doing good till he broke his forearm. So that's one person. Or Tyrod Taylor, Tyrod Taylor is not bad. He was just in the Pro Bowl the year before this year, the year before last. He was just in the Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
So, and he's more of a pocket passer than a runner when you think about it, because he'll sit in the pocket. But when he has to take off, he'll take off. Yeah,
Tyron's going to be real interesting in a few weeks. Yeah, I got another question. Rohit Pasumardi. I hope I got that right. Choose 3, Alshon, Poe, Gilmore, Hightower. Rohit, are you asking choose between the 3? If you could only afford 1, I guess.
Well, we can only afford 1, and we just got to choose out of 3?
Yes, it's question. Choose 3, Alshon, Poe, Gilmore. Oh, may drop one of these guys. Okay, between Alshon, Poe, Gilmore, Hightower. You're going to choose 3. What's the 4th man? Who's the odd man out?
Alshon. We get Dante Hightower next to Navarre Bowman. That's deadly.
I know. That would be awesome.
We could always get a receiver in the draft that could be better than Alshon, so I'm not worried about that.
And stay healthy.
Alshon can go. Yeah, Alshon can go.
Yeah.
And then that's it for my free agents right now. That's it.
All right. And I noticed here now Michael Alanis wants to know Tyrod Taylor as your quarterback. It seems a lot of people they're getting on the Tyrod Taylor, bring him in because he's a pocket first passer. I mean, he's a scrambler, but he's going to stay and look around the field first. I kind of like him there. There's something about Tyrod, though. His height is what worries me. I always wonder if he can actually see the field. But yeah, otherwise, what do you think about it? You do like Tyrod, though, right?
Yeah, I like Tyrod. Like I said, he could be real serviceable. Like we could sign him to at least probably a 3-year, 4-year deal.
Yeah.
And then still draft a quarterback, make it a competition. Don't make it just his job. Just each year, this year draft a quarterback and next year draft a quarterback just in case. You never know. So that's one thing you could put into a scenario.
There you go.
Now on to my draft. Now, mind you, I don't want to stay at number 2. Number 2 is too risky. I would like to trade down with Tennessee for the number 5 pick. That's we got to trade down. If we trade down, that's probably going to be the best thing for us because we can still get top tier talent with the trade down.
All right.
So with that, I have Reuben Foster. We have at number 5, and Corey Davis at 18. And then second round, we could get Ryan Anderson as another outside linebacker from Alabama. And Zach Cunningham. I mean, not Zach Cunningham, but third round, we could get Joe Mixon. If y'all know him, he plays for not Alabama, but Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
He runs like a 4.4. He's like another Tevin Coleman, but a little bit faster.
I like that.
Yeah, like he's real good now. He's really good now. If you watch Oklahoma, you can see CJ not CJ, but what's his name? Big cocky dude. His brother plays for some.
What team are we talking about?
It doesn't even matter. But the man, he's good. It doesn't even matter.
Is that the running back out of Seattle? Is he related to him?
No. I said he's not like CJ Prosser, but he has a name similar to him. That's what I was thinking. Well, I forgot the dude's name for Oklahoma, the big running back, but he's right behind him. He was actually a little bit better than him, to be honest. Like he catch the ball well out the backfield. That's what we need. Carlos Hyde, he doesn't have that home run speed.
No, I realized that last year.
He's good. Like a lot of them 40-yard runs could have been 60-yard touchdowns, 50-yard touchdowns, but he gets caught behind. So he has
all the time too.
Yeah, but he runs too powerful, so he's gonna get hurt again next year. No matter what, like he's gonna get hurt. I feel it already. That's why you need one that's serviceable. If we can't get Corey Davis, right? That's 18.
Yeah.
Try to get Dalvin Cook.
All right.
Now that will put the pressure.
That
will put the pressure on Carlos Hyde. Well, I got to step my game. Well, they got Dalvin Cook. He could be the number 1 back for real if he wanted to.
I'd love to see.
No matter I formation backfield, catches the ball very well out the backfield, very versatile.
Let me interrupt you right there, Stevie. Chris Johns wants to know how many quarterbacks would you be thinking about drafting, if at all?
I say in this draft, because this draft is not good with quarterbacks, so I wouldn't stop too much on this draft quarterback because they're not that good. But we need at least 2 in free agency and 1 in the draft if we could get that. But if we only get 1 in free agency, we have to get 2 in the draft because we need 3 quarterbacks on the roster. But I think we might sign back Christian Ponder instead of Cap and Gabbert. Just sign back Christian Ponder. He still is good, I believe. He did good in the preseason, but that was against scrubs. But who knows how he will do against the first string? We don't know yet. But that would be a good person to sign back at least. So that's a thought. But that's that. And my 4th round, we need to get like Ryan Switzer. I don't know if y'all know of him too much from UNC, from Carolina Tar Heels. The man is a better Julian Edelman and faster.
Quicker than Edelman? I gotta see this guy. I hope everybody.
Ronbo, this man is so good. Like you should have watched him in the Senior Bowl practices. Nobody could guard the man. Nobody.
Who is that? The Dallas Cowboys have another slot guy like that. Was it
Cole Beasley?
Yeah. Is he like that kind of
faster and better?
Jesus, gotta have this kind of guy. You know what? Him and Curley would be interesting in combination.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And get Bruce Ellington out of there.
Ellington's gonna get himself out anywhere. He can't stay healthy.
Yeah. You heard what Jeremy Curley said about Quentin Patton?
No. Go ahead. You repeat it.
Yeah, he was like, we need to get guys back like Quentin Patton. I almost turned off the TV. I'm like, bro, what are you talking about, bro? The man hasn't done anything in 4 years. He only had 2 touchdowns in 4 years.
Maybe they become bros. I couldn't understand why Jeremy was.
Out of all people.
Yeah.
But then he also went to say, yeah, we do need a receiver here and a receiver there. So at least he knows we need receivers too.
Yeah, yeah. He
So
did mention that. That's true.
yeah, so that let us know, that's that. And then the fifth round, we could get Eddie Jackson. That's another safety who's really slept on. He broke his leg. He's the one from Alabama I was telling you about before. He broke his leg, and he was a real good safety. He was horrible at corner his freshman year at Alabama. Then he went to safety. He still had that cornerback instincts in him, so it made him better at being safety. And he was like he led what the whole SEC in picks with like 6 or 7, and before he broke his leg, and that was midway through the season. So imagine if he played the whole season, and he's a good punt returner on top of that.
Like that. I'm thinking of doing. Steve, I've got a few questions here. Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
Where do they start here? Gohard wants to know: do we stay at the 3-4 or the 4-3? Now, this has been the question that's been killing 49 fans for the last 2 years. What do you think?
Well, we drafted for the 3-4, so we might as well stay at the 3-4. But we have players that's capable of switching to the 4-3. Just bump them boys outside, but at least Butner or Armstead, put them outside, and then that's when we have to draft Jonathan Allen. It's still a win-win situation, and when you look at it, so it's not really that bad to me. We can make the switch. We have the players to make the switch. But it's just free agency is gonna get switched up a little bit with the players being seeing who we could pick.
Sohail Rad says, if Garrett is not available, should we draft or get a free agent? And I imagine, because the OLB, Steve, did you pick up any OLBs in the draft?
Yeah, that Ryan Anderson.
Ryan Anderson, because he's one that I'm not, and I got to make a note of these things so I can check these guys out later. Ryan Anderson. This is worrying me to death, Stevie. Eli Harold has not. How many years does it take for an outside linebacker to mature? See, this is why I worry when people say he might be one of those guys that takes time, but I'm not concerned. I'm a little concerned. Does he have it? Somebody said he had a toe injury last year. What is your thinking on that?
He has to go. Like I don't like Eli Harold. Like the man is not. Like he is not good. Like at all. He got that one little lucky sack. Because it was just lucky. It wasn't even that. It wasn't even like he forced a sack.
Oh, Matt Ryan fell down.
Carson Palmer ran out. He waited to the last minute to throw the ball.
Yeah.
It just happened to get the little strip sack.
And so Ryan, you remember that one that Ryan fell down and Harold was in the vicinity? And they gave him against the Falcons. I think Matt Ryan fell down. Harold was a few feet away and went over and touched him. They gave him the sack. And I couldn't.
I know. That's no. I was at the Falcons game. I was seeing the whole thing. Like it was, man, I was embarrassed. I almost had to fight one of the fans because he mistook my hat for a Falcons hat. This says San Fran. This doesn't say any Falcons, anything. I know it got the red, black, and white, but the SF is on it clear as day.
It's the redness that got you in trouble, Stevie. Stevie, Kay Hendricks wants to know: do you think we should go after Cordell Patterson?
No. For what? Probably just for kick return. That's about it. But other than that, he's not a good receiver. That's the only reason why he made the Pro Bowl is because he's a good kick returner. He's not a good receiver.
All right. The real Wall wants to know, should we re-sign Hodges or go in on Dante?
Oh, yeah. No. You said what now? With Dante?
Hightower? Dante? It must be. Okay. Yeah, so we re-sign Hodges or go in on, it must be Dante Hightower, right?
You know how hard it is going to be to get Dante Hightower away from them?
I know,
For the Patriots?
Yeah,
that's why I'm not even thinking about it. And Hodges, he played like a wild man after the last few weeks. Serviceable. It's just he had Will Hoyt next to him calling the plays and Belore calling the plays. I don't think Hodges was calling the plays. He was just playing.
Yeah, I know. I got that feeling too.
And they put him in bad situations. So, but look what he did. He had 2 picks for the year. He had 13 tackles the last game of the season. He was balling at the last, So him, Ray, Reuben Foster, and Navarre. Okay, one get hurt, we got the next one. Another one get hurt, we got 2 more serviceable still that could play and be started. So hopefully it won't be Navarre and Reuben at the same time getting hurt. But
Yeah.
if
Now, Rohit wants to know, instead of Joe Mixon, Would you take Donnell Pumphrey in the 6th or 7th? Tougher.
Well, instead of Joe Mixon, Humphrey is really explosive. Now I'm not gonna lie, that man there is just explosive. But Mixon, he could actually, run in between the tackles and still take a hit. Humphrey is a little on the small side. He's probably 180, 185, 190.
Yeah,
Joe Mixon he's 220 running the 4-4 and catching the ball out the backfield like a receiver and taking it to the house.
See, that was let me address Subway So Fresh here. It says, do they read it? Subway So Fresh, I'm reading your comments now. Of course, you can join the conversation. This is live. You got a question? Write it down. I'm sure I'm watching you. All right. Royce Freeman. This is Joel Kaepernick Russell. Royce Freeman from Oregon is the next Le'Veon Bell. You agree with that?
Le'Veon? I wouldn't say it like that just yet. But the man is good, though. Yeah. He's good. I'm not going to lie. That's a real complete back. Now, I like him. He's a real complete back. Catch the ball well. And run between the tackles well. And he can take it to the house. But I wouldn't put on Le'Veon Bell just yet because you don't know what he might do in the pros. So I wouldn't put it just yet. Because there have been a lot of good players in college that come to the league and be horrible. Trent Richardson is the number one.
Oh, God.
That's a prime example, right?
And because this is the thing, Stevie.
No, I'm back coming out of college.
Say it again?
I said that was one of my favorite backs when I was in college, too. Yeah. When he was playing. Like, the man was a beast in college, but he went to the league. He did a little something, I think, he was with the Browns. Yeah, the first he did a little something, but then he got traded and it's just I don't know. And then I think somebody said before that we should get Eddie Lacy.
Yeah, it seems like there's a few days ago somebody was.
He can't control his weight, one. He can't control his weight, and two, he's still injury prone. Three, the man is just like Carlos Hyde. So why would we get two of the same backs? That's a waste of money.
Barry Rays wants to know, Christian McCaffrey will be a good pick in the late to first, early second round. He could be a great receiving back. He can only play the slot, run screens just like Tevin Coleman, and he can be our KRP. You know what? I got to tell you though, Stevie.
I like that.
How do you feel about McCaffrey?
I have more of a Deion Lewis role than Tevin Coleman role though with Christian McCaffrey. He's more of a Deion Lewis type running back. He still run through the tackles now. He came from an I formation school, run downhill school. So I mean, yeah. I mean, if he's there, that'll be a great pick if he's there. Like I'm just assuming he's not going to be there at that time.
Yeah, that's
why I didn't choose him.
McCaffrey, because McCaffrey's. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say because we got bigger needs to fill that we could get a running back that's still serviceable as him. Instead of getting him in the second round, we could get somebody else. And my bad. And also one more thing: if we don't get Juju Smith or Mike Williams or Corey Davis, Zay Jones the man is a beast, man. If y'all watch the Senior Bowl, y'all know what I'm talking about. Zay Jones is the real deal. I'm telling you, what team he's on, he's gonna ball. He's a red zone target. He's like 6'3". He ain't gonna wire you with your speed though. He gonna get past you. He's a good route runner, but man, he's good. Him and Cooper Kupp too.
Yeah, but you're right. He's the one who got the biggest, all the accolades and all the hooping and hollering. That was the guy, Zay, man. Stevie, you know what, Stevie? Are you finished with your draft?
Yeah, I'm finished with my draft.
I know. So 5 rounds. Okay, so let me hunt down all the questions because I was trying to get the questions. I didn't want to lose questions. What I was doing. Let's see if I can locate them now.
Okay.
Because Subway So Fresh says I really want the 49ers to get Kirk Cousins.
Me too.
Is that your favorite pick? Is there someone else? Would you rather see us draft a guy or pick up Cousins, the already pretty much polished guy that's already seen? Well, not polished, but he's a step ahead of a rookie, and Kyle's already worked with him.
I said just put him in Kyle Shanahan's offense, and he's gonna ball.
Yeah, this is the way I'm feeling.
It's just that but it's this is what the Redskins are gonna do because they don't have a backup.
Wait, Subway.
They don't have a backup plan for him.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Oh hey. Stevie, you know what? The Redskins do not have anybody being groomed or anything else. They have to make a deal or else franchise tag him, and he knows too.
That's what I'm saying. That's why it's going to be kind of hard trying to get him too because they don't have nobody. And the draft it's not enticing enough to where it's like, oh, you could get any of these quarterbacks right here. We could plug him in. He could start right now. Now, if that was the case, I think they would just let him go without franchise tagging him.
There you go.
Or even the thought of it.
Let me point your attention real quickly.
But
if you're on the chat here, wait, Steve, hold on a second. Subway So Fresh has posted up a thanks. And I want to give thanks to Subway So Fresh. When you post up and drop $1, your post gets made permanent. So Subway So Fresh, I want to thank you for that. And it's a super chat. All right. So please notice Subway So Fresh's comment. He wants you to know. All right, Stevie, go ahead, man. That's funny. All right, go ahead.
No. I was just on the questions. I want to answer some of these questions.
Yeah, no, I got. And let's see. There's another question here from Kelly Yamaguchi. Says, if Corey Davis and Mike Williams, ooh, Stevie, you and I have been talking about this like crazy. If Corey Davis and Mike Williams are still available,
I want Corey Davis.
Yeah,
I want Corey Davis all day.
But you know about Corey's feet. There's something wrong with the feet. Trent Baalke's not here anymore, Stevie.
He just hurt his ankle in training, though. It ain't gonna be that serious, But I mean, if it get to that point where it's serious, then you go with Mike Williams. But Corey Davis, just look at the game tape and look at Mike Williams' game tape. Mike Williams, he played a little bit scary sometimes. Like when Alabama they were getting on him a little bit. Then he had, he used his size and his leverage. But I like Corey Davis. Corey Davis is aggressive. Mike Williams is not aggressive like that.
You and me both. And and did you notice? If you're gonna look at each guy and say who's the best route runner, who's the best route runner between Corey Davis and Mike? You see, Mike Williams is that golden boy that gets a lot of attention. Which one runs the best routes?
Yeah. Oh, Corey Davis.
Yes.
Now, I'm gonna tell you this person. My cousin played for Western Michigan while Corey Davis was a sophomore. The man told me everything. He said I wouldn't say he wants to go to the 49ers, but he said the man is probably the best receiver in his draft purpose, like all day, every day. The man is good. The man is huge. He's 220.
Yes.
That's a Julio Jones 2.0. And I won't say Julio Jones 2.0. I put it 1.5 because we don't know what he's going to do yet. I say at 1.5, but...
Yeah, I know. but he's got some moves. You're right. I love it. And he's got that one patented move he does before he jocks a man completely naked. He runs the route, steps him real quick, boom, left or right. You don't know which way he's going.
He ain't gonna try to do too much to you to try to break it down, trying to shake you. He gonna go up the field. He gonna probably even try to run you over. Yeah. Like the man, he has to say, I really like him though. I really like if you get him and you get Alshon Jeffrey, you put Torrey Smith in the slot with what's the name? Jeremy Curley.
Jeremy, yeah.
Man, and then you get one more serviceable receiver in the draft. Get him in another slot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
See, you point out something on why I keep telling the Deshaun Watson people, listen, Deshaun is not going to scan the field as hard as your pocket passer. Deshaun's going to tuck and run, and if you got weapons out there, you need to utilize them weapons. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, they had a team. They had Jordan Leggett he slept on their tight end. He's really slept on.
Yep.
Like he's really a good tight end. That's a good weapon. The man had Mike Williams, another good weapon. Artavius Scott, another good weapon. I ain't gonna lie though, all receivers that come out of Clemson are always good though.
Always.
Like John Brown, what's his name? Montavious Bryant, but he was suspended this year. He would have been killing it this year.
Mm-hmm.
They probably would have went to the Super Bowl had he played.
He
was another Pro Bowl receiver. He just got to stay out the weed. You know what I'm saying? The league can't have that. He's not in California.
Mm-hmm.
He should be though.
We need to get that wide receivers coach out of Clemson and bring him to San Francisco.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, because he had him, John Brown, Sammy Watkins, dude from Houston, what's his name?
Wide receiver. I know. God, what's his name? They finally got him loose in the second half against the Raiders.
Yeah, DeAndre Hopkins.
Yes, DeAndre.
Yeah, that's just fine. They all was on the same team. Little did we know.
Damn.
They was on the same team, like just one left before the other. That was it.
Listen, I got a few questions here. Hold on, Stevie. Let's see. Bryce Contreras says, what's your thoughts on picking up Tony Room? Bryce wants to know, what's your thoughts on picking up Tony Room?
He'll get hurt. He'll get hurt. Like,
I
mean, he's a good quarterback and everything, but one hit, like, you know what I'm saying? We ain't got the best line yet. So one hit.
Yeah.
He done. That we ain't, and then now we're gonna be stuck.
In the
He's gonna be
Jared
like, oh
Goff
man,
situation.
we
Yeah.
got somebody else.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tony Romo hurt again. Let him go to Denver. Let him go get hurt in Denver. He ain't got a good line either. Let him go get hurt over there and ruin their chances.
And they got a real thing in Denver because they got to pull a quarterback. I have a feeling Cap actually could end up in Denver. Okay, do you think Torrey Smith is going to be more active with Shanahan's system this year? That's a great one, huh? What are we going to do with Torrey?
But you heard the news though. They still trying to trade him again. The rumors came out they trying to trade him to the Eagles again.
I knew it.
Yeah, they said last GM said they won the third round, so I don't know how much John Lynch might get for him. They said they might do a player-to-player trade instead of just a round trade. So they'll give us, I think, what's his name, Nelson Aguilar.
Yeah,
and I do
not
we get
like.
Torrey Smith.
Yeah,
but Nelson Aguilar, he had to get benched this year. He had the drops. He had everything.
Yes,
that's why I don't want Juju Smith. USC receivers do not come out and do good. Like. I never. What USC receivers besides Deshaun? What's his name? Deshaun Johnson. I think that was his name.
Jackson,
that was
Jackson.
No, Deshaun Johnson. Keyshawn Johnson. There we go.
Keyshawn.
That's the only USC receiver I know that I know of to this day that was a Pro Bowler that was well known and did great. Other than that, what are the USC receivers that I don't? And that's why I'm not too sure about Juju Smith. They don't know how to transition to the league. Like I don't know. I don't trust that.
And if you know how long ago with Keyshawn played, it's been a long time since they had a receiver out of SC.
That's not where I want. That's why Juju Smith. I'm a little shaky on him.
Okay, well, what do you think? This is West Coast 57257. What do you think of KD Cannon from Baylor?
Oh, I forgot about him. Yeah. Oh wait, that's a good one. That's a good one. I watched tape on him. That KD Cannon, he's been productive a lot with different quarterbacks. That could be a sneaky one. He could be a sneak in the draft. Cause he's low. He's a little stocky too, and he's a real he got up. The man is a real good route runner. Like Baylor always have good receivers though.
Yeah, in fact, last year, who was that last year? I think they took him in the first round. Who was that picked up? Oh, that was Cleveland. That picked up what's that guy's name last?
He played. I think what's his name? Bro didn't even play that much, so
Everybody he did not show anything this year. But then again, a lot of guys did that. And when you look at everybody's favorite guy over in Minnesota last night, everybody wanted what's the big wide?
Laquan.
What happened to Laquan, man?
But somebody said though he was not gonna adapt fast because he's too slow.
Yeah,
he ran a 4.6 at the combine.
See, that's what my problem was with him last year.
I said a 4.6. That's whoa. You need to gain some weight and go to tight end.
That's his option right there. Chris Jones wants to know.
You run a 4.6.
I mean, the linebacker can keep up with you going downfield.
That's what I'm saying. That's why he couldn't get separation. We need separation. That's what we need from receivers this year. Separation. We had nothing. We couldn't get past any corners. And I know our team is good. Look what we did again. We was in every game. I don't care what anybody say.
No.
We was in every single game. Just halftime, we just can't finish. If we could finish a certain a lot of those games, we probably we picking in the 15s. 15, 16 instead of at number 2.
That's what Aaron Lynch said. Aaron Lynch said.
I see it. I see it because every game we was there. Then halftime hit.
Yeah.
The only game that we won in was what was that? We got killed throughout the whole game.
Oh.
It was the Seahawks.
Yeah.
The first
game. You're right.
Other than that, I don't know any other game that we got killed like that.
Wait,
was it the Bears?
Yeah, it seems like because we always scored in the first half. We led in almost every game. That's what's so disturbing.
14-0 with Blaine Gabbert at quarterback. We was up 14-0 on the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh.
Come on. That game was ours. I lost a lot of money on that game because I hate the Cowboys. And I have a whole bunch of Cowboys fans.
And one Kwaski T back on. Well, what? Okay, Chris Johnson.
Kwaski T, he's on watch list with me.
I know. Kwaski's got his. Exactly, I agree.
Rumbo. If you was at the game when we played the Falcons, you would have seen it in person. What is he doing? I know y'all seen it on TV, but in person it was worse. I'm looking at him like, bro, what are you doing? him and Bethea at safety was the worst decision we could have made. Like it wasn't even good. Bethea, Bethea's gonna be Bethea, horrible.
I know.
But Pasquale, he was like he was letting routes after routes getting him. Same thing with Jimmy Ward. Jimmy Ward was getting exposed that game before he got hurt. He was getting exposed almost on a lot of games. Larry Fitzgerald killed him. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah.
He killed him. I don't care what anybody say. They talking about he did good. No.
Well, Larry did. That was the problem. Larry said he was a beast. He was a bear. He's all over me. But Larry still had a good game, though. That's the only thing.
Yeah, but he ain't that much of a beast.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because that wasn't cutting it for me. Like, that's why I said put Rashad at one side. I know Rashad is going to lock everything down, like, on that side. Like, name a receiver that killed Rashad this year.
It's true. In Chicago, there was one receiver that got away. But most of the time, Rashad, it was a percentage. It was a percentage. Most of the time, Rashad beat you more than you beat him. If receiver got one catch, Rashad stopped you for 3 or 4 more. Go ahead.
Exactly. I also had inside info. I can't tell you where I got it from, but just know I had inside info. But Eric Reed was messing up a lot of them calls.
Because he's back there quarterback in the secondary. You're right. I know.
Yeah, he was messing up a lot of. They was in one defense when doing like, okay, I'm gonna tell you about. I know personally what happened when Rashad got scored on him with the Mike Evans situation when we played Tampa. He was in cover 2 zone. What's the name was supposed to mandate the middle? Eric Reed.
Mm-hmm.
So when he came in the inside, he did his little post on the inside. Shaw had outside leverage. So he seen Eric was not there, so that's when he ran at the last minute and tried to do that. So that's when that happened. That's how he got scored on that. And then that I don't know about the rest of the other situations, but just from that, if that one time was messed up, imagine the other times,
Yeah.
And then that's why, because we were getting beat a lot towards the end of the season. At the beginning, we weren't at the DBs. We was in the top 10s.
Right. Wait. They ranked.
It's
number 7 was the highest point in the beginning of the season, but that's when we didn't lose so many people in the front 7 yet, and made them more effective. And that's why I keep telling people all the time, we need to draft all kind of lockdown corners. We don't lock down corner, man. You need to lock down the front 7 and stop that quarterback from having 20 minutes to throw the ball. There's not a quarterback in the league that's going to get away with that.
They're going to get open. I was so devastated. Like, that's 2 years in a row we didn't have a pass rush. 2 years in a row.
Sure. God,
I'm like, come on,
damn.
Man. And we got Art Tate, Carradine out there. We didn't put Marcus Rush up just to see what he's going to do. We don't know what he could have been.
Yeah.
Now if he go over there all in Jacksonville, I'm going to be upset.
Same here.
But I can't be upset no more. Trent Baalke gone now. That was my Christmas present. He was gone.
But I'm going to be watching Jacksonville too.
Yeah, and then Chip Kelly. They say he might go to Atlanta too. The Atlanta fans were talking to me up here saying that he might go to him, go to Atlanta as their offensive coordinator.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
You got interviews set up with Dan Quinn after the Super Bowl.
Steve, let me give you this one, man.
Mm-hmm.
Gohard wants to know: do you draft or get a tight end in free agency, or are we keeping Derek Selleck as a number 2 TE?
Garrett Sherry got the drops, man.
Badly.
What the man dropped every passes and hand dropped this year, like.
And he had good hands last year. What happened?
Well, I don't know, but I really like Vance McDonald. Vance McDonald is going to be an elite tight end. I'm just waiting on it, because he got speed and he's 6'5", 260 something. He run like a 4.5.
Yeah, and smooth as silk. That dude gliding down the field with 200, and he goes nearly 270 pounds, Stevie. If you're a cornerback or a safety,
I don't want to tackle that.
Yeah,
I don't want to tackle that.
He's
linebacker. Now put him on 1-on-1 with a safety or corner.
Yeah, and I don't care what anybody says.
Not gonna do that.
And Stevie, did you notice? Vance stopped dropping the ball. People are still right.
Exactly.
He's got no hands. He's got no hands. Where were you during the last season? Asking that, I was saying, God.
Okay, I thought he was going to go to the Pro Bowl had he, played a good throughout the whole season. He might have been a little, sneak in the Pro Bowl as a, alternate.
Exactly.
Because Carlos Hyde would have played in it this year had he not been hurt. He would have been the alternate back in there.
And you look at this too, Steve. And you get a quarterback with a little better accuracy. Somebody can throw from that pocket and hit those timing routes. What does that turn Vance McDonald into? All right? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. And then, to answer that question, yes, we drafted tight end. I meant to answer that.
We do draft tight end. Who would you? Hey, did you pick out a tight end earlier?
No, I didn't. I really didn't. because we have two serviceable ones, so I'm not sure if they're gonna go after one again. But I really like Jordan Leggett. Jordan Leggett, they projected him to go to the 5th and 6th round. So I haven't watched too many tight ends this year besides OJ Howard and Jordan Leggett. So, but I know the dude out of South Alabama, he's number 2 ranked tight end, and he was real under the radar.
Yeah. With the tight ends, what I worry about getting players like a tight end in the 5th and 6th round. That most likely means he's camp fodder. Stevie, what I want to see, are we going to do things like I want guys sitting on the bench that can actually come in and contribute. I know that every team in the league probably has this problem, but I want people to say, I don't even know why he's on the bench. I like that kind of depth,
Right.
Because last year we suffered like that. You bring people in at the second string, we're done. So why is he on a football team? That was my thing.
Mm-hmm.
Your feelings on that?
So, it's just we do need one more. We need one more tight end. We need competition.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want it to be no easy. No, everything has to be competition this year. Nothing easy for nobody. Only person that has a solid starting job is Joe Staley and Navarre Bowman like from last year. Yeah. Like everything was said last. Other than that, Shaw doesn't have a starting job. Eric Reed doesn't have it. Eric Reed might get traded. I like that idea.
Yeah, I think that was Trez. Yeah, that was Trez that traded Eric Reed.
Trade Eric Reed. Now this is a good scenario. We trade Eric Reed, but that's if we get what's his name, DJ Swearinger, or if we get Eric Berry.
Yeah.
Definitely trade away Eric Reed. Trade him away fast. You could give him up for a 3rd round.
Yeah.
He's worth it. He's worth the 3rd round. He's a serviceable starter. He was in the Pro Bowl. So that's some accolades you could throw out there. Get a 3rd round. Now we got an extra 3rd round pick plus a better safety than Eric Reed.
How about Steve? How you feeling about Quentin Flowers
from New England?
Is that yeah?
Wait, that's the one. No, that's Trey.
Quentin Flowers. Quentin Flowers. Is he? Is Quentin Flowers in NFL already? Is he? Quentin Flowers. That's a name we hear all the time.
Oh, they're talking about the quarterback from USF.
The quarterback side, Quentin Flowers.
He's not coming out this year. He's coming out next year.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Quentin Flowers isn't eligible. There's about 3 guys that should be coming out are going to be.
Yeah, he's coming out next year.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. I heard a lot of good things about him, though.
Yeah.
But, yeah, he's coming out next year.
All right.
But we know we should get Calvin Ridley next year, too. If we already, say if we get Kirk Cousins and he balls out this year, get another receiver, get Calvin Ridley. I know Calvin Ridley personally. I personally know him, like on a regular basis.
Yeah.
So I mean that's a good one we should get.
All right.
That's the receivers do good this year. I mean don't do as good as we think.
Yeah, and Kelly, Kelly, we just answered that question. Eric Reed. Kelly wants to know why trade Eric Reed. Kelly. Eric Reed has been not.
What has he done?
Yeah, no.
What has he done since his rookie year?
Eric has not. Yeah, since his rookie year, he hasn't been really Eric Reed. We don't know who that is.
Ingram outrun him.
Yeah, and which way?
But everybody know, but they was just scared of Mark Ingram. Like that man had a perfect angle and he missed it. Like the man had a 75-yard touchdown.
Makes no sense.
We just scored. Like what? Man, Eric Reed has to go. He only had one pick this year? 1 pick.
Did he have one pick?
He can't guard nobody in the slot. He can't. He's not that good of a safety to guard somebody 1-on-1 in the slot. I mean the 5-yard range, yeah, but once he gets 6 yards and above, that boy's buttered toast. That boy's done for.
Michael Alanis, Darren Carrington from Oregon, later round, and Ryan Switzer.
Oh, I told you Ryan Switzer. That's my man. That's my golden boy right there.
All right.
Ryan Switzer, I'm telling you, Rumble. When I say if we get him, that's going to change a lot of things. It's not going to be a lot of 1-on-1 matchups with him. That in that 5 to 6 yard range, that's a 5 yard, 6 yards a pop. And if you break a tackle, he's gone because he has full speed. Or if not full speed, he's very quick. Sometimes you can be quicker than you are fast.
Yeah, and that works. But like Carlos Hyde may be considered quick. But
he's quick, but he's not fast.
Yeah, he's not getting away, and that's the thing.
That's what I'm saying. That's why he doesn't break them long runs like them. Some of them runs like against the Cowboys. He had a little extra boost. That's touchdown. That's not a 40-yard run. That's a 60-yard touchdown.
All right, and I see here now. Trade down with Tennessee. First round, number 6 over Leonard Fournette. It's
No,
Corey
no.
Davis, second round tight end from Miami. Forgot his name. I think we just mentioned it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But
Third
I don't think
round.
go second round tight end though.
In third round, yeah, is Brad's going to be around. Brad Kyle, he's going to be around the third
Rumble,
round,
no.
isn't
Rumble, no.
he?
Rumble,
My feeling
no.
too.
Brad Kaya is
I
not
don't like
that
his
person.
happy feet. Yeah.
He's not. I have UM fans everywhere. You know I'm from Florida, so UM fans are everywhere. Rumble. They said they talk bad about this man. And that's their quarterback for their team.
I don't know what
And
happened to
that's how I
him.
get the info about him. And then I watch the game. And man, he's okay, but he's too on and off.
Yeah, and I don't know if he's NFL material actually.
If you
Also,
get him, you got to let him sit. But I like Joshua Dobbs. That's one. That's
yeah,
one.
yeah.
I like Joshua Dobbs. You just give him a year. The man is a rocket science major.
Are you serious?
The man is
That's a rocket
the
science
man
major.
is smart.
I
Yeah,
love
the
it.
man is smart. He graduated. He graduated college as a junior. You know, he senior year he was just cruising by. He graduated already.
I want him
See,
already. That kind of
yeah,
brilliance can translate into football.
that's what I'm saying. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. If we get him, get him to where we could sit him down, let him learn our system,
Yeah.
and then because he's just as mobile as any other quarterback. He's probably as most mobile than the other quarterbacks in the draft. Like the man, he'll probably run like a 4.6, but that's good for a quarterback. That's great for a quarterback.
Oh yeah,
A
quarterback's
4.6.
running. I
And
say
then he
anything.
was one
Yeah.
of the went to Tennessee. Peyton Manning had his little talks with him before the games, so I won't say he comes from no Peyton Manning tree, but Peyton Manning has put some knowledge into him.
Fourth round. It says fourth round outside linebacker, fifth round cornerback, sixth round. And people have been talking about Ben Boulware a lot. What do you think about Ben?
Yeah.
Because I like his attitude, but
But I don't see why they got him ranked in the 6th and 7th round. I don't know why they got him ranked so low though.
mock drafts do that to him. I've seen that all over the place.
But watch his game film. Watch what he did at Senior Bowl. Watch what he did 3 years at Clemson, 4 years at Clemson. Man,
And
is good.
And he can direct. Oh man, he's back there
That's
putting
what I'm
people
saying.
in position
Chris
to play.
Bowling Jr.
Yeah, he's better than Nick Ballore.
Oh,
And
yeah, but imagine we still had Chris Bowling though.
I know, man. I wanted to see him play with Bowman so bad. God damn it.
Yeah, he played with Willis. Now he played with Willis and he did great.
Yes.
Imagine we had the controversy with all 3 of them.
Yeah. God.
Because they all 3 got to stay on the field.
Yeah. And the 4-3. Oh, 4-3. Whoa, you got an attack dog. And yeah, you can actually label. You've got an attack dog in Borland who can slip through a piece of paper groove to go get you, man. And then you got
That's why
Willis.
if we do switch to a 4-3,
Oh,
put Navarre Bowman,
Ray,
Foster,
and
and
Hodges.
Ray.
Yeah. But if you go ahead and get Reuben Foster, now you got to run the 4-3 because now you put Bowman, Foster, Hodges or Ray, because the way Hodges was playing this last end of the season, man, I ain't got nothing bad to say about him no more.
I want to let him go. I personally don't want to let him go.
Yeah. Let me get another question here. There was something about a quarterback a little while ago that had a very funny name. Anyway, I'll get back to that one anyway. Which one? Okay. The wideout guy who called in the other day was talking about from the Falcons, who will be a free agent, is Taylor Gabriel. Hey, Taylor's not. Oh, we weren't talking about Taylor Gabriel. We're making a comparison to Taylor Gabriel. That's when you were talking about Terrell Pryor as being our Taylor Gabriel. No, Taylor Gabriel's not Terrell Pryor. Terrell Pryor is Sanu. I'm not sure
Terrell
about.
Pryor too.
Yeah, Christopher, I'm not sure about this question, man. All right. Now I want to. Which fast receivers should we get in the draft pick? We talked about that a lot. Okay. If we get Kirk Cousins, the wide receiver is a must for the first. Oh, there's a good point. See, you know what, Stevie? This is the thing.
Mm-hmm.
If we get, and it's already pretty much established, is we're gonna have a quarterback before the draft, and we pick him up, say, next month in the free agency period, that is going to shift that big board all the way from top to bottom. Do you agree with that?
I wouldn't say shift from top to bottom because I feel like they already know they're going to get a quarterback in free agency, but depends on the quarterback. But I wouldn't say switch it up like that because you can still get a great receiver if you trade down. Trade down is the best scenario. I don't see us doing. I mean, just say we get okay. say if we don't trade down, right? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many picks we have in this draft? 11.
Yeah, 11 picks. That's a
11.
lot.
Okay,
There's some to be traded
I
up.
know,
Yeah.
but scenario that we can do, first round. If we don't get a quarterback good in free agency, then you might have to go mixture basic.
Mm.
You might have to do that. And then you could go. Well, if we don't want to do that, we still get what's the name? Depends on the person. Just in that. And then second round, you get Corey Davis. I mean not Corey Davis, but Zay Jones, receiver. We're gonna need a receiver. Third round, I'll say middle linebacker Gerard Davis. I don't know if anybody know him like that. The one from Florida. He's actually the number 3 ranked linebacker in this draft.
Mm.
And they got him ranked to go in the second round, maybe. Or Raquan McMillan if he goes to the third round, the one from Ohio State. And then fourth round, that's why I say Joe Mixon in the fourth round.
Mm.
And then fifth round, like I said, Eddie Jackson. I get a tight end, another tight end, and then 7. I mean, how many? We got like 4 picks in the fourth. 3 picks in the fifth and 2 in the fourth or something like that.
Yeah,
I know we have multiple picks in the fourth and the fifth.
Yeah, but Trent did his best work in the late rounds. Well, you know what? We got Adam. Man, Adam, I'm looking forward to what he does. I know he can outdo Trent.
And then the fact that I know he drafted that Super Bowl team and picked him up in free agency too, that made it even better for me.
Yeah,
he had my trust.
Go ahead, let me get this question here. Gohan wants to know if the Titans want to trade back and Jets, who would you make the deal with? The Titans, number 5, number 15, or Jets, number 7, or second and 34, plus Jets, second round, number 37. You get all that?
I still go with the 2 first rounds over the two second rounds.
Mm. All right.
So it's just Tennessee, because Tennessee, I mean, you don't have to, they ain't have to give up too much, and we could get 2 first rounds, and then if we want to, like how we did last year with Joshua Gardner, trade back up in the first round, we get 3 first rounds if we wanted to. If it's right. Oh. Now imagine that
3 first round picks. You know what?
3 first round. You trade down. Yes, that'd be smart. You trade down, get 2 first round picks. Bomb. And then you get them 2 people that you need. Trade back up for my second round, because that second round pick is early in the second round. I know people will be like, you know what? I might want to trade down, just like Kansas City did.
Yeah. Get
that extra round. Maybe the Falcons want to do it with, maybe we get a deal with them. Yeah, we don't need that first round. We get you 2 second rounds.
and which would not be bad. 2 second round picks, 2 first round picks. I'd rather have the 2 first round picks, of course, but 2 second rounds. I don't need that. The 6th round is just something we don't need. Sean Clark says, if Solomon Thomas is around in the later rounds, would you pick him up?
Yes. The reason why I didn't put him in my mock draft, because I feel like he's gonna be gone.
Yeah.
The man, Ronbo, the man is the beast. Like, he is a beast. Like, I watched him doing what bowl game he played in, his last bowl game. I forgot what team he played. The man killed everybody. The man got game winning sack on I think it was at the goal line. That's what he has, that dog. That's what we need.
Yes. Oh, give me some woof. I want that dude to be. They gotta hold him or put him in a cage before the game, and then open the door and get out the way. That's yes. Want more of that this year. I think
Chip Kelly changed up because he tried to be so goody nice to make his image so good.
Yeah.
Because it was messed up and it rubbed off on the players, and that's why he. I never heard one yelling at any player, and none of it, no yelling on the sideline.
Chip was too laid back. It was almost like they all got together after the game and smoked dope together. Man, it wasn't really a good atmosphere.
It just chilled.
Yeah. Brian,
let's go to the club after the game.
Yeah, I got a question. Brian Sinat he says, is it better to try and address as many needs as possible in this draft and trade down for more picks and quarterback in later rounds and worry about a high draft quarterback next year rather than Cousins or Garoppolo? I think you touched on that though, but you go ahead and
yeah. He what's his name again? He's right.
Brian.
He's right because we need as much. We need to fill all our roles right now.
Yeah, so much.
Like all our holes.
Stevie, I just wonder though, have you, as a quarterback this year, now if you're gonna pass on any quarterbacks this year or any of the guys, who's going to be the quarterback though? Because I'm looking at Brian Hoyer. People don't. You bring Brian Hoyer because he already has a working knowledge of Kyle Shanahan's offense, and then you have you got Cousins, but then you don't draft anybody to get Cousins because that's a franchise quarterback supposedly. Garoppolo is probably the mystery and a dangerous thing because we've only seen a small sample of what he can do. So you're going to get that bridging quarterback and draft Trubisky otherwise, or Kaiser, or whomever else they decide they want to get. But who's going to be the quarterback? I mean, Tony Romo, I understand, is available, I understand, for picks. But why would you give up picks for Tony Romo, right?
So, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, what are you thinking?
How old is he? Say 35, 36?
At least.
Yeah, his prime. They talking about he might retire, if anything.
Yeah, I heard that about Romo, too. So
I'm not sure, but like Romo's really at the question for me. Like, yeah, Romo's at the question. Jay Cutler, I'm not too sure about him. I know they put us in the rumors, but
his attitude. I heard about his rumor too.
That's what I'm saying, because I know if it's gonna collide with NaVar Bowman, and I know both of them gonna collide because NaVar ain't gonna have that, and then Jay Cutler. The fact that he pushed his lineman, and the lineman ain't doing nothing, that pissed me off. The lineman, you supposed to snap back. I don't care who you are. You a grown man.
Yes.
And he got embarrassed on national TV.
Well,
like you on national. Oh nah.
Well, he was way out of line on that, and that tells you something about Jay Cutler too.
Exactly.
Kelly wants to know, Yamaguchi wants, if Calvin Johnson comes out for retirement, would you sign to the 49ers? But
quick pass to her. Like, oh yeah, that yeah. Oh my god.
Well, he might.
Don't get my head hyped up like that. Yeah, that's ridiculous. But Rumble, how you feel about this though? How you feel? Say if I'm the GM, this is what I would do if I'm the GM right now. I would get NaVar. Yeah. I would call NaVar Bowman.
Yeah.
Once after Kyle Shanahan gets inducted into the coaching thing, I'll get NaVar Bowman, Torrey Smith, Joe Staley, and those the three main players I'll get in my room right now, and talk to them. What does this team need from your perspective? From a teammate's perspective. NaVar Bowman, you the leader of the defense. What do you think your defense need to be great again? You was on that great defense. What you think we need? Just to get an idea. Torrey Smith. Hey, Torrey, what do we need at receiver? Joe, who do you think we need to get this guard in free agency? Don't put your friendship aside. Just to get feedback. Those are the three captains of the team. Might as well see where they want to go. Mesh ideas, get ideas off each other, so they can have an idea of where the team is going.
I like that idea.
That's how I feel. Sit them down, talk to them. They're the leaders. You talk to the leaders.
Your team captains, exactly. And of course, you forgot, you left out the secondary. Now, who'd be your secondary captain?
That's why I didn't know. That's why I let NaVar do the whole defense. Because I don't know who's gonna be a secondary cat. Because Shaw, he's a good man, but he's young.
Yeah, Shaw's in the second year. He's not eligible for that position. So you know what the thing is, you've got to call. But Thea's probably not going to be a part of this. Although he might make it, I don't know, because we've got.
I'm highly upset.
You know what though? Eric Reed. See, our safeties both of them are questionable in our minds.
That's sad because
yeah.
And how you go for 1 year being a Pro Bowler? You're supposed to excel even more the next year because your rookie year you became a Pro Bowler. Your sophomore year and your next year and your next year after that, you're supposed to stay on that same track and just keep balling. But he's been slipping.
Maybe go ahead.
That him and the other schemes really don't fit his skill set like that because when what's the defensive coordinator name? Because I hate
Jim O'Neill.
There we go.
Yeah.
When he said Eric Reed is very versatile, he could guard corner or guard receivers in the slot. I said nah. Yeah. That's how I knew this wasn't going nowhere.
Yeah.
Because he came
bad call.
Not in the slot. Oh no.
Got smoked.
Yeah, and that pick he had against the Cardinals was a lucky pick. It was supposed to be caught, but the man dropped it.
Yeah, he did it a few times.
Yeah,
God.
and then they couldn't catch a pick for like they were supposed to have so many picks this year. Didn't catch it. So Eric Berry, he catches him.
Yeah, Sean Clark agrees with you about Ponder, and I thought Ponder got a bad deal this past season too.
Why he didn't get a chance? Something just to see what he might do. Put game tape for him just for his future for in the other team. Mm-hmm. The player said he was doing good
in practice
against them. So why not in the game? He was a former first round pick. Then he did shred our top defense. He shredded us apart.
Nobody remembers. I'm glad you remember that. Most people do not remember that.
I was like, brother, why is this man doing that? Because he came from FSU, which is my favorite college. So I knew of him. But I was like, but how is he doing this? Why
with
is he doing this?
With ease. And that's why I was wondering, they Gabbert, they showed him the door after 5 games. And then they let Cap
finish after the second game.
Yeah, but the thing is, he was allowed 5 shots, and then Cap came in and was allowed 11 shots. I was thinking, the questions came up though after we lost our 8th or 9th or 10th or 12th in a row. He said, "Hey, maybe we'll see Ponder next week." I mean, because at that point we just want to see. Yeah. I mean, it's no hate on Cap. We just wonder what he would look like, and we never did see. So yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, but Gabbert, like, how do you still suck like that? Like, you've been in the league for how many years now? You don't learn how to throw a ball yet?
You know what? He's got mental issues. Gabbert does. You know what? Because you heard the word about Gabbert in practice. Gabbert was just raising hell in practice. As soon as the lights come on in a real game, Gabbert all of a sudden can't play. So he's done. Yeah, Gabbert's done.
Yeah, like, man, it was so many throws he missed. So many throws he missed.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it was
wide open. Guys were wide open, and he couldn't hit them.
Cap been playing like how he was with the Dolphins, and he was back in the week 2, week 3. Those could have been wins.
How do you feel about?
Because Gabbert came back on some team like the Cowboys. He was doing pretty decent.
Yeah, and I can't wait to see where he ends up next year. That's going to be interesting if he does end up anywhere next year.
You think the Jets might get him?
They might as well. They did Fitzpatrick. Cooper Kupp, the real deal. Stevie, you're feeling about Cooper?
Yeah. Oh yeah, he is a real deal. But I think we might not have a chance to get him.
Yeah.
He killed in the Senior Bowl. Now he killed D1 like he came from a D1 AA. He killed the top tier corners like Tre'Davious White. He killed them in 1-on-1s. Desmond King, he killed them in 1-on-1s. They couldn't even keep up with his speed. His footwork is amazing off the line, and he's kind of a big dude. I think he's 6'2".
Yeah.
Yeah,
good height.
And he worked hard at his career. Like you can tell, he passionate. Like those are the real hard workers. Natural gift. He just had to work for his. So that's what I like.
Are you interested in waiting? West Coast 5725. He wants to know, 2018. Should we wait for Sam Darnold?
Who was that?
Sam Darnold. Hey, you know what? Is Sam isn't he a quarterback?
For what team?
Yeah, hey, West Coast, give us a little more info on that, because that name.
Yeah. I don't know of him. I know Jake Browning, Lamar Jackson, Luke Falk, what's his name, dude, Rudolph, Mason Rudolph.
Yeah.
Jake, what's his name, dude from Oklahoma, that was supposed to come out this year.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, that's a couple of first rounders right there. That would have been first rounders this year, first and second rounders this year.
See, there's gonna be guys that are slipping, and I just keep wondering, when some of these guys slip, do you have your slip? You know how your big boards got your players, priority 1, 2, 3, and the slips. Mm-hmm. These are the ones I'm thinking, it could shift and change things all of a sudden.
Like Dak Prescott slipped to us, but Trent Barker is stupid, and we got freaking Will Redmond who ain't even play. We don't even know how he will play.
I can't wait to see too.
Oh yeah, he's gonna play this year. Man, they play it down. Not one down. Like,
and they had a chance.
That was a wasted pick.
Yeah,
he's a good corner, but you could have got. Everybody said get Dak Prescott. I was saying it to myself. Get him in the third. Then we would have had Shaw. That would have. Oh.
See, that's just okay. We got Chris Davis last year. Everybody loves Chris Davis. Is he a cornerback that you're going to think about keeping? Is he a serviceable nickel?
No, he did bad towards the end. Like, he was getting picked on a lot.
He had to pull muscle, though.
After that was before. That wasn't before all the game. He was doing bad.
He did. Yeah,
his PFF ranking was 45.3. Now he played 3-4 games before he got hurt.
Okay, Sam Darnold is. Yeah, no, I'm not crazy, but you know what pissed me off about Chris is fumbling that ball on a 10-yard line. I was through with him.
That changed everything.
Yeah, that just Sam Darnold is the USC QB. See this thing?
Oh, but he's a freshman.
Yeah, he's not eligible. And then also people are talking a lot about the Cal Berkeley QB too. And he just doesn't fire me up.
Davis Webb.
Yeah,
But he won the Senior Bowl MVP. Nah, he did.
He had
He did good. He threw
weapons.
up to Zay Jones though the whole time though. That's what made it happen.
Yeah, when you got weapons like that. Because I don't know. I could be wrong on him. So, but a lot of people
He
seem
did
to like
good.
him.
He did good at Cal, but it's just he's not used to under center. Like a lot of these colleges are messing up these players by not having them under center.
Mm-hmm.
Just trying to get ready in the pros. Because when they get there, they perfectly fine from the shotgun. That's cool and all, but you got to get under center. You can't run from shotgun every play. Ask Chip Kelly. That don't work like that.
And that's what Mahomes. That's what Patrick Mahomes is the same thing. To me, I see Patrick Mahomes playing an offense. It doesn't translate well to the NFL, but everybody loves him. I wonder how long it would take him to develop in the NFL.
That's why you got to sit. Make him sit. Aaron Rodgers sat for how many years? 3 or 4 years?
Yeah, that's true. But look who he was understudy under. I mean, you look at Brett Favre. I'm watching Brett every day. It's just like, this is why.
That's why we might get Brett Hundley then. Might as well get him. He's been sitting under Aaron Rodgers all this time. Brett Hundley came out of USC where they do both under center and shot. But I mean, he's in the league now. He's been in the league to the point where he knows how to do under center.
Mm-hmm.
But I wouldn't trust him as a starting quarterback right now. But that could be a good, decent option of just having a roster spot and compete for.
Mm-hmm. But if we go by that rationale, then Jimmy Garoppolo should be the best damn quarterback available.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I watched tape of Jimmy Garoppolo when he played the game. Like, he did good now. It's just only them 2 games. Like, Brock Osweiler did 7 games and just wasn't good when he got to Houston. Like, they're going to get another quarterback just because of that. And that wasted $72 million. At least they ain't wasted draft pick, but they wasted $72 million. 30 of it was guaranteed.
Oh, go on. You'll love this one. Go on. How do you feel? And I ain't going to say anything on this one because I tell you what. How do you feel about Mike Davis at fullback? He always reminded me of Marcel Reese type fullback coming out of the draft. I thought he would have fit better. Doing that when he was bulkier.
No, Mike Davis got to go. He messed up too much. But one fullback to look at from Florida State, Fred Stevenson.
Yeah,
that's the fullback. If we could draft one, fullbacks don't, they last about the 6th, 7th round.
Yeah.
Get him
because every offense doesn't. They're not. Fullbacks aren't really needed in a lot of offenses, I guess. That's
yeah. Yeah. What do the Patriots have a fullback? No, they run just a one back.
Yeah, single wing. Yeah. I don't. How many do the Hawks? The Hawks should, but they don't, do they?
Not really. Not since Michael Robinson left.
And what's the guy they got from us?
We used to have.
Yeah.
But I didn't know Michael Robinson played quarterback for Penn State when he was in college. That surprised me when he said that.
Let me get a couple more questions there, and because remember, you can vote for Stevie right now. Go to the app.
Hey, vote for me. I appreciate it.
And give Stevie the thumbs up. Notice I say Stevie the thumbs down. Give him the thumbs up. Because the dude, he's answered every last question. Let me give you a couple more here. Name one non-overhyped backup for Tom Brady that was worth the crap. That's a good question, though.
I can't name.
I can't even remember who was there before Garoppolo.
Was it Hoyer?
I can't see.
Yeah, I think it was Brian Hoyer.
Maybe
Hoyer was under Tom Brady for a little bit.
2012, 2013? Maybe longer?
Who what?
They picked up Jimmy G in 2014.
Garoppolo got drafted
in 2014, right?
They let go of he got drafted in 2014, and they let go of Brian Hoyer after that. I think that's when he went to the Browns.
Mike, I tell you what, I'm gonna leave a spot for you, Mike. You got anybody that wants to be in Stevie's spot? We're gonna email me. Yeah, email me at ronbosports@gmail.com. We'll talk. I haven't set it up on the app yet, but email me. I'd love to put
I can't steal none of my answers.
Yeah, I'd love to put you in the Stevie seat right now. The red and gold GM. All right, let's see if we can find a couple more before we go here. Should we get Michael? Not Michael who? Is that his last name? Okay,
Michael.
Any thoughts? Okay, there it is. This is what I was looking for earlier. Any thoughts on the quarterback from Colorado, Sifo Liufau? Liufau.
I think he's good. It's just you got to sit. He's a development player.
Project.
Yeah, he's a very much a project. He played in good competition. He played against some good competition. But he's still a project. I think he's still raw to what he can do. Just let him sit.
Yeah.
That's all we got. A lot of these quarterbacks in this draft, there's no quarterback I believe that could just go out there and just start and just ball out.
Stevie,
It'd be Carson Wentz and Andrew Luck. They have to sit in order for them to be good.
Why do they say Kaiser is probably the most NFL ready in this draft? If there is any, if you're going to rank any as possibly NFL ready, why is Deshaun?
Where he was splitting time. I think a year and a half ago with another quarterback. He was in competition. They were both splitting time on the like during the game, splitting time. So I don't understand that. But I mean, he does have a lot of upside, being 6'5", 2 something, throw the ball where. Yeah. But he did. I wouldn't say he did horrible this year. His team did horrible, but I wouldn't say he did as horrible. But he didn't have a greatest year as he had the year previously. But I still wouldn't trust it. A lot of quarterbacks get hyped up and be horrible in the NFL.
I agree.
But we have Kyle Shanahan, and he knows his quarterbacks. So if Kyle Shanahan said, yes, we get him, I'm riding the ship because he hasn't messed up yet. He called out Kirk Cousins. He called out Jimmy Garoppolo. He called out who else? Dak Prescott.
Yeah, and he thinks he's a pure thrower. He says right now the most pure throwers are Matt Ryan, who he has, and also Joe Flacco. So those are guys that. Yeah, it's easy for them. They don't look like anybody had to teach them anything. They just naturally can go out there and do the things they do. But see, that's where Trubisky comes in. Now, if you watch Trubisky's tape, and I wasn't a huge Trubisky fan because I said, who is this dude? This dude throws in the windows at the...
Yeah, he creates open spaces for his receivers. He throws his receivers open, which I like.
Exactly.
But he still had 1 year. But at the same time, Cam Newton only had 1 year, too.
Yeah.
Cam Newton, when he was at Florida underneath Tebow, left, went to Butte College, came back and only played 1 year at Auburn. Yeah. But he did well in that 1 year. He went to the championship.
Yeah.
I think he won the championship, I believe. And, now he was the number one quarterback. Now look at him in the league now. So who's to say Mitch Trubisky can't, do as well as Cam did? And it's going to be some growing pains, obviously, because he's going to be a rookie, but
his potential, doesn't it seem sky high? If he can look like that after 1 year.
Potential is what draws you to him.
Yes.
So now they pick number 2.
All right, Gohart says, my vote is in. He got my vote, even though I didn't agree with all the picks, but great show. Loving this new idea. There you go, Stevie. Props to Gohart.
Yeah. Tell me what you agree on, and we can talk about it. That's what it's about. Just, I'm not going to be the perfect person to pick every perfect pick.
You're right, though. I got to create a forum for this. So people come back and afterward, they can go ahead and hit whoever was up. I gotta figure out how to do that one.
So I want to hear their feedback, so who they have, so I could give them feedback from me too as well.
I hear. I'm looking. Kelly has another question. She says, if Poe signs with another team, Myles Garrett gets drafted to the Browns. What would you go for, Jonathan Allen or Reuben Foster? That's a fun question because I've already had a problem with this.
I know you want Allen. That's your man.
I know, huh?
And my last name.
But somebody said something wrong with his shoulders, so I might be ready to back up with that. Because Jonathan Allen's had how many operations on his shoulders?
Look, he's still been playing good though. Even
that's true. So I guess the dude is a beast, man. Jonathan Allen probably right after he got out of surgery ran back out on the field. The man is crazy and big.
But I still say Reuben Foster. Cause we could get a D tackle in the nose, and we could get a nose tackle in free agency. I feel because nose tackles don't cost no more than $3 million a year. That's the average for a good nose tackle, $3 million a year. And who's to say Ian Williams might not be back? So
wait, Stevie, is it even possible for Ian Williams to come back? Because I thought I was reading something a while back. They said the percentages of him returning are almost zero. Why are they saying that?
I don't know. I'm not too sure about that one, but he was a real good, good run stopper for stuff, yeah. And he made a lot of difference, like that year before, like when we was 5-11 or something.
Yeah.
With Jimmy T,
yeah.
We still had good run defense. That same Kyle Shanahan offense did not produce on us. At all. They had 12 yards rushing. They didn't and they still had Tevin Coleman and Devontae.
That's right. And Freeman got 12 yards, 13 yards?
12 yards on 12 carries?
Yeah.
And we had
Ian.
Marcus Marty
and
Dante Johnson guarding Julio. Like, what happened to Dante Johnson? He fell off. Like he fell all the way off to
They
me.
didn't even
I
let
don't
him
know what
play
happened.
this year, though. I mean,
Yeah.
Dante got into what, 1-2 games for about. Dante must have had 15 minutes all season long of playing time.
Yeah, why you ain't try him at safety? Let him be at safety. We let go of Sar. Kenneth Acker was our Antoine Bethea. Yeah, Antoine Bethea.
Oh, let me remind you, as far as you want to communicate with Stevie, also the comments section I forgot about on YouTube. You just addressed it, and he'll be right over to check that out. But yeah, I tell you, that's why there's going to be questionable players this year. There's going to be some people drop. Stevie, if you had to go down to the secondary right now, who would you be thinking is going to leave? I mean,
Tremaine Brock.
realistically.
Oh, Tremaine Brock, Chris Davis. Maybe I would say what's dude name? Prince Charles Awara.
Oh yeah. We haven't
Yeah,
seen much of him. Yeah.
yeah. We haven't seen much of him, so he could drop. And I think that's that for now. And then you just you pick up another cornerback in free agency. That's one thing I think we're gonna do. We're gonna get a cornerback in free agency.
Mm. Did Reeser evolved enough then that you're ready to stay with him?
Oh yeah, Reeser he could stay on the team, but he didn't do that good to me.
Yeah.
He still got beat too.
And Reeser's fast as hell, which is why I could not understand how in the world do you beat Reeser unless you put one move on him and left. I just don't understand.
Yeah. So yeah, that's why you could probably keep him on the team just for one more year just to see how he might pan out. Because who knows what Will Redmond might be? Because he was a beast in college, but
see, I was looking at Will Redmond's film.
That's what pissed me off. He didn't play this year.
Yeah. I just hope that need is no, but Will Redmond is that kind of cornerback that reads a quarterback's eyes, and he's a thief. The guy's a ball hawk. I mean, I saw his film.
He's a true nickel.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wouldn't put him outside, but at nickel, he can man down a nickel. We have Rashad on the outside. It's just we need one more on the outside. I don't think Jimmy Ward can handle it. He did decent. Now he did decent, but put him back in his natural position.
Put him back at safety.
Yeah, you put him back there, and you put him back there with Ed Reed. I mean, maybe it might work.
You got to because you got to send Antoine home. And,
it's about time. I know John Lynch probably was like, because he played safety. Like I think you said it before. He gonna be at practice. Boy, I gotta tighten up. John Lynch is here. That's a Hall of Fame. Did he get inducted today? Did they say he got inducted?
No, he didn't make it. And also Terrell.
Wow.
But guys, a moment of silence for Terrell as he failed again to not make it.
Wow. How did they not make it?
Because if he would just hush. He had a series of comments to make today after they told him he wasn't going to make it. He's got to humble up and say, well, maybe next year. But he said, you know what it's all about.
It would have been great for John Lynch. You just became a GM.
Oh, I know.
You just became a Hall of
Damn
Fame person. Who's not going to respect you? Who's not going to want to come to the 49ers because you said, what's the accolades he got? He going, man.
And that's why I hope tomorrow Kyle wins the Super Bowl. When he walks in the locker room, San Francisco 49ers, ain't going to be no more BSing. Everybody can stand there and attention, man.
I feel like personally the players are ready for him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm ready to win.
Yeah.
Oh, they feel like they can win now with him. Chip Kelly, his offense was too simple. Like I could read the play. I could tell the play. In shotgun, it's only one. If you line up on the left, you're going to run to the right. If not, you're going to, they're going to cut off your back lanes. So you're going to have to run to the right. So I'm surprised Carlos Hyde did what he did this year. We had the worst run blocking line this year. Graded.
Stevie, I tell you what, you got questions waiting for you on the comments section as I see here. Stevie will be in, and we're gonna close it down right now. Mm-hmm. And Stevie, I want to thank you, man. No problem. Brilliant, man. I knew you was gonna be brilliant too. Stevie, don't forget to go vote for him, please. And
do me that favor, man. I appreciate that.
All right, and we shall be back next Saturday. We'll be back tomorrow, though. And thank you to Subway So Fresh with that name. Boy, here's paid coming. Hey, tomorrow in your face at your place. We're going to do this Super Bowl, man. It's going to be fun, man. Because I tell you right now, Belichick thinks he's going to take Julio Jones away. And Matt Ryan and Julio Jones probably already been talking about this. He said, Julio, you going to draw them dudes out, man. Because Belichick is a goddamn fool if he thinks he's going to use just you. Mohamed Sanu, and also what's the other, Taylor Gabriel? Them boys is gonna have a field day. And all that Freeman and Coleman coming out of the backfield. They don't have, Stevie. New England does not have enough people to cover all their weapons.
I know this. Like they exposed it to every single team this year. Who you gotta stop? Then you gotta stop the 2-headed monster. You gotta stop them. If you don't stop them, then you gotta stop Julio. If you don't stop Julio, you gotta stop Sanu. If you don't stop Sanu, you got Gabriel. You got Robinson. You got Justin Harden. They have weapons. They have depth at receiver too, and they all can play.
It goes on. Right. So let's get started on that. Let's get started on that tomorrow because we can go another 2 hours, but not do that. Right. Stevie, thanks so much. We'll see you tomorrow in your face at your place. Right. Niners!